Good morning, South Rock. Welcome to another Mark Devo. Today is Mark 8:11 11 through 21. It's a story about Jesus interacting with some Pharisees and then cautioning the disciples. So basically, the Pharisees ask if they can get a sign, and he effectively says, "Why do you seek a sign? There's no sign for this generation, this wicked generation." They get on a boat, him and his disciples, and they forgot bread. And so Jesus says, watch out, beware of the leaven of the Pharisees and the leaven of Herod. And the disciples talk amongst themselves and they say, is it because we forgot bread that he's bringing this up? And Jesus gets a little upset. He goes, why are you discussing the fact that we don't have bread? I'm not talking about bread. I fed 5,000 people with 2 loaves of bread. I'm not worried about bread. And so he's kind of saying the leaven isn't about that. So what he means is, leaven in the Greek is actually a word for like a sourdough bread that can basically make the whole loaf bad. So if one little piece of this sourdough bread goes wrong, it ruins the whole loaf. And it's effectively like one bad apple ruins the whole loaf, or one bad apple ruins the whole loaf. One bad apple ruins the bunch kind of thing. He's saying beware of their teachings, beware of what they have to say, beware of what they do and believe, because it will poison you. It'll ruin you. It'll make things worse in your life and in your faith. And beware of that. What I find interesting and what has the question for the day for this is he says beware of the leaven of the Pharisees, but also of Herod. The Pharisees were the religious leaders of the faith and region, but Herod was the political leader. Herod was the political leader. He was the tetrarch, the governor. He was ahead of this, and he's saying beware of what the religious leaders but also the worldly leaders are saying. And so that's the question. Are you aware of that? No, but who are you putting first in your life? Are you putting what Jesus has to say or what religious leaders and world leaders have to say first and foremost? And it's a hard time to look at what we're doing, but the words of leaders in our world, in our states, in our capitals, they can't save you. I'm a religious leader, technically. My words won't save you. It's only the words of Jesus that will save you. And that's what Jesus is saying here. He's like, beware of what they're saying, because it's poison. What I have to say will give you life. And so that's the question for that. I want you to think about all day. How much stock are you putting into the words that Jesus said versus the words that are said in Capitol buildings around the country? So, because it's important to put stock more in a book than it is on people in power. That's all I got. Hope you have a good day.